right, let's take some phone call. Or phone calls.
Phone call?
Yeah, phone calls.
Okay.
You've got mail.
Let's go to John in Rockland. John.
Interesting.
Hey, good afternoon, Michael, Don, and Peter. Peter, first of all, mazel tov on your child.
Thank you, man.
Real quick on my three-point play this weekend, I'm taking the Bills over the Chiefs. I want to discuss on the Boone situation. I wish Paul O'Neill would manage the team. I like to see Paul O'Neill in there because he's got what they say cojones, and I think he can really straighten out that team.
So you don't think Boone has cojones?
I don't think so, dude. I mean, first of all, the National League in 2024, what were they, 12-3? The National League right now is better than the American League, better than the Yankees.
And that's Aaron Boone's fault?
Haven't done well
That's
against
Aaron
the
Boone's
National
fault?
League. Yes.
Also, John, okay, since we're dreaming now, let me see if I can bring you back down to earth. Paul O'Neill doesn't want to broadcast away games. You have to do all the games if you're the manager. 162. Paul doesn't like going on the road.
Money.
But John.
So how's that going to work, John? How's that work if the guy doesn't want to manage on the road?
I at least appreciate that John came up with a name. But here's the thing, John. That's why Joe Girardi isn't here. Because Joe Girardi had cojones, as you put it. Joe Girardi was a guy that would call out players. Joe Girardi was the guy that would rub his bald head in press conferences and be upset just like you were after they lost the third consecutive game. And he lost his job because of it. The Yankees don't want somebody that's going to go in there and kick butt and take names. Michael, am I wrong, Michael? They don't want Paul O'Neill going in there and straightening the guys out. So why can't you understand that? You want that as a fan. But do the Yankees want that?
I just don't get, though, how somebody on the outside looking in would say that Aaron Boone doesn't have quote-unquote cojones. The guy has a pacemaker. No. He's gone through a lot of health issues, a major heart surgery. No. He's played in the major leagues for so many years, had one of the biggest home runs in Yankee history, and he'd probably kick your ass if you stood in front of him and said that to him. But he doesn't have cojones.
But you're missing the point. What he wants is to call out Aaron Judge after games saying he has to be better. We're paying him tons of money, and he isn't coming through in the postseason. That has to stop. He wants guys that don't hustle to be benched several games. He wants them all to be called out. That's what he's talking about. He believes that Aaron Boone doesn't do that because he's gutless. He doesn't do that because that's not his job. He got the job because he's not going to do that. The Yankees do not want that. So they're not going to hire that.
Most teams don't.
No.
They don't want it.
It's the 21st century, man. I think there's different levels, but I think the days of killing player, like a football player, a football coach grabbing a player by the face mask and ripping into him, those days are done. It's over. Now, I don't think it's as exaggerated as the Yankees are, like over the top where they don't seem to really ever criticize. But the days of the whips and chains and ripping players, no, those days are over, man. And they're not coming back just because you want them to come back.
By the way, happy birthday to Giancarlo Stanton. He's 35. Thought you'd like to know that.
Interesting. How do I feel about 35? Like, that's about right. Like, he
been
plays
around
like
a long time.
But it's about right. I mean, he runs like he's 50, but he hits like he's 25 on occasion.
Yeah, in October.